Welcome to this tutorial on using intelligent agents in Desire2Learn version 10. So intelligent agents monitors a course to find activity that matches criteria that the instructor sets. The criteria that the agent searches for can include three things: course activity, login activity, and release conditions from within the learning environment. You can use existing release conditions or create new ones for your agents. The agent then sends a separate email to the user that created the agent when it finds users matching the criteria. You can run agents manually or set them up to run on a schedule such as daily, weekly, monthly, or annually. When you run the agent manually, it sends a confirmation email to the user that requested or set up the agent. So some examples of use cases for intelligent agents include emailing for users when their grade reaches below a certain criteria level. You can check for users that have not logged in within a specific number of days, or you can check for users that view specific content topics. So to create an intelligent agent, all you have to do is just go in under your Edit Course button from within your course home area. And if you scroll down under the Communication heading, there's going to be something titled Intelligent Agents. So if we click on that, it'll bring us into the agent list area. And if we had some agents already created, they would be listed here. But this is the first one we'll be creating. So we'll just press this blue New button. And in here, we can put in a name for the agent in the agent name area. So we'll just call this Chapter 2 Quiz Agent. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up an intelligent agent that notifies students and the instructor when a student receives below 60% on Quiz 2. You can also put in a description here that only you, the instructor, would see. Under the status here, we want to make sure that the agent is enabled. What this means is once we get everything set up and we press the Save button, that the agent is active. If you didn't want the agent to be active right away, you don't have to select this. However, in most instances, you're probably going to want it to be active right away. So under the agent criteria here, as I stated at the beginning, there was three criteria I guess I can search for. Login activity. So I could check this off. And the first option here says user has not logged in for at least however many days. And this is into Desire2Learn. This isn't into this specific course, but this is into Desire2Learn in general. So for this item here, this may not be that beneficial for your course. You may want to be under the second heading here titled Course Activity. So what you can do is create an agent here, and you can just check off the box to take action when the following course activity criteria is satisfied and the user has not accessed the course for at least, for example, a week. You could put 7 days. So what it'll do is it'll send an email to the student after they haven't logged in to this particular course for 7 days. Or user has not accessed the course during the past however many days. And then there's also release conditions here. So what we're going to do is we're going to set it up so that if a student gets below 60% on quiz 2, it'll send them an email. So I'm just going to press this Create and Attach button right here. And it says Create and Attach new release condition. And there's all different types of conditions that you can select here. So as I said at the beginning, if you wanted to send out an email when the students visited a certain content topic, you could select this one. For something like maybe discussion threads that they've or posts that they've created, you can select this one. But in this instance, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the quizzes area, and we're going to say a score on a quiz. So what we want to do is for the Chapter 2 quiz here, we're going to select the quiz. If the student gets equal to or below, and we'll say 60%. And in this you can select, less than or equal to, just less than, greater than or equal to, greater than, between. So there's different options here you can select. But I just want to target the people that receive below 60 on quiz 2. And I just press a little Create button. And once you create that, you get a little to access this item. Users must satisfy either all conditions must be met or any condition must be met. Now in this instance, we only have one condition attached right here. If you had multiple conditions attached, like you can add basically 2 or 3 different conditions to this item. So in that instance, this would be any condition or all condition might be more relevant. But for us, because we're only having one condition, we're just going to say any condition can be met. And under the agent action here, you can take action only the first time the agent's criteria is satisfied. Or you can take action every time the agent is evaluated and the agent's criteria are satisfied for the user. So if you're running this agent every single day, which in most cases you probably will, you may want to just select this first option because it would send you an email every single day that, student such and such has received below a 60 on the quiz. You only want to receive that email once. So you're just going to select this first option right here. And then under here, the schedule, we want to use a schedule. So what you can do is select that, and then you can update the schedule. So if we update the schedule, we can have it run daily, weekly, monthly, or annually. And we're going to say we want it to run daily and repeats every one day. So every day it will repeat. And you can set start and end dates if you want. So if you wanted to have it start right now, you can just say now, or you can select a time in the future if you want to. So you can just click on this little icon here and select a date in the future. And then we just press the update button here, and it says the next run date is, it'll run tomorrow, Friday the 21st. And then if we scroll down, we can set in the to area here. So what we want to do is we want to use a certain replace string. So a replace string just will automatically fill in the user's email address for us. So what we want to do is we want to go in and we want to create. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create, I'm going to select one. So what I did is I said the initiating user username at lms.umb.ca as in the to field here. So there's a little link here that says what replace strings can I use in the subject and the message in the to area here. So if you click on this, it'll give you a list of all of the replace strings here. So with the University of New Brunswick's version of Desire to Learn, what we did is we went on and we selected the user's username, because this is how their email is identified. So for example, for me, it would be, kcormier@umb.ca. That's my username, and that's also going to be my email address. So when you select this initiating user username, and when you go on to fill this into the to area, you can just basically copy this code right here, or this little replace string, and then you can just place it right in here, and you can put at lms.umb.ca, or you can also put at umb.ca. So it doesn't have to be a Desire to Learn email address. So if you're selecting like the login criteria where they haven't logged into Desire to Learn for at least a week or 7 days, for example, you're not going to want to use their Desire to Learn email because they're not logging into Desire to Learn. So maybe you'll just select initiating user username at umb.ca, and it would send it to that student's UMB account. Okay, so what I also like to do in here is I like to CC myself onto this email. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in a CC. So when it lets that student know that they received below 60% on quiz 2, it's also going to notify me. In the email subject here, what I'm going to put is I'm going to put something like, please come see me regarding your regarding chapter 2 quiz. And then what I'm going to do in the message area is I'm just going to copy and paste a previous message that I had. So I can just expand this. So it says here, hello initiating user first name. So this is just another replace string here that I got from here. So what it'll do is it'll automatically fill in that user's first name. And it'll say, I'm writing this because I'm concerned about your performance on the Chapter 2 quiz. I urge you to contact me to discuss your situation in the class. Please see me during my office hours to make an appointment by talking with me after the class or emailing. And then you can put, for example, you can just put your email address in this area. So and then you can just sign the email here. And then at the bottom, all you have to do is just press the save and close. Oh, I didn't want to. We'll just unselect that because we don't want to. We don't need to meet that condition, so we're just going to select that. And now we press save and close, and then we get our Chapter 2 quiz agent here is selected. Now it'll run every single day If you want to manually run it, what you can do is just click on the little action button here and say run now. And it says, do you want to manually run the Agent Chapter 2 quiz? And you just say run, and then it'll run right away. And it'll say a request to run agent has been submitted. An email will be sent to the account right here when your request has completed. And so that's it. So this concludes the tutorial on creating intelligent agents in Desire to Learn.